Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Help Elena. Today we are going to look at our world famous icons for 2023. We are only given 14 icons to concentrate on for 2023. Let's move to the next slide and see our icons, the description together with the location, and why is it regarded as an icon in the next slide. Let's look at our first icon, Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is located in Peru. Why is it regarded as an icon? It is regarded as a masterpiece of architecture and a unique testimony of the Inca people. Who can visit this type of icon? We have the leisure tourist and cultural tourist who can be able to visit the Machu Picchu. Description: an ancient and sacred city for the Inca people, which houses the record of its civilization. Guys, I'm going to emphasize again on spelling, on how you spell your what do you call this, your icons. Pronunciation, I think it has nothing to do with everything, but make sure that you spell your icons correctly, because this time we are not going to be very much lenient when it comes to spelling. We were told to put the wrong where it's supposed to be. If the learner spelled the icon wrong, we give you a wrong just because of the spelling. Make sure that you master your spelling of your icons. Let's move to the next slide. Secondly, we have floating market. The floating markets, we find them in Thailand. Why are they regarded as icons? Because goods and food are sold from boats floating on the rivers or the canals. They are symbolic of the Thai people or Thailand. What type of tourist would visit this particular icon? The cultural, the leisure, and the VFR. Like I have said before, that tourism likes to use the abbreviation. Now, what is the abbreviation of VFR? It means visiting friends and relatives. Visiting friends and relatives. This particular people can go to a floating market just to explore while they are visiting their friends or relatives. Now the description: colorful floating markets where traders sell their goods from their boats on rivers and canals. It is a symbol of the tradition and the way of life of the Thai people. Again, we have put on the map so that you can be able to see where this particular icon is allocated. Simply because, why do we put maps? Simply because sometimes they only give you maps in your examination. They give you maps and then they put on numbers or letters, and they ask a question whereby they would say, tell us, mention the particular icon on particular letter or particular number on the map. In most cases they do that. So it's very much important to look at your map and see where this particular icon is allocated on the map. Let's move to the next icon on the next slide. Auschwitz. Auschwitz is located in Poland. Why is it regarded as an icon? It serves as a symbol of the Holocaust and humanity's cruelty to its fellow human during the World War II. Who can visit this type of icon? Leisure, special interest, and the cultural. Description: It was one of the largest Nazi German construction camps. The camp housed mainly Jews who were regarded as the enemy of the Nazi state. Guys, listen, this type of an icon, it can come in different angles, ne? It can come in different angles, so make sure that you know you master every different picture of this particular icon, so that you can be able to recognize it in exam. And it's not going to come in color but in black and white. Let's move to the next slide. The ALGARVE, let's say the ALGARVE, so that you can remember the ALGARVE. You divide it into what do you call this? You divide them into groups. You can say AL and then slash GARV, GER slash and V, so that you can be able to remember the spelling of this icon. Where is it located? In Portugal. The reason it is an icon, it is known for its all year round warm weather, golden beaches, and the beautiful coastline. Why should we visit this particular, what type of tourist would visit this particular icon? Leisure, if you want to relax, you go there for leisure purposes, shopping, and incentive. The description of this particular icon: this popular coastline in Portugal is one of the most visited area. That's how we describe it. Please again look at the map, where next to the ocean, which ocean is it located to, or which ocean is it next to? We are moving to the next slide. For the next, and we have Alcázar of Segovia, that is located in Segovia, Spain. Why is it regarded as an icon? It is the best example of Spanish architecture in the 13th to 14th century. And what type of tourist would visit this icon? Cultural, leisure, special interest. And the description: it is shaped like a bow of a ship, and is one of the most recognized castles in Spain. It was the inspiration behind the Cinderella's castle and the Walt Disney movies. Please check again your map, where the Alcázar of Segovia is located, before we move to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide for another icon. Bullfights. Bullfights are found in Spain. Why is it an icon? Regarded as an icon because people would say this is a sport. Why is it supposed to be? Why is it regarded as an icon? One of the oldest sports in Spain. It is the symbolic of the Spanish tradition. That is why people would want to go and visit these sports, so that they can also have experience. That is why it's regarded as an icon. The type of people or tourist who would visit this icon: cultural, leisure, and special interest. The description: it is the tradition of fighting bulls. This form of fight will take place in an arena, and the bull is fought by a matador. Next slide. And we're looking at again the Kremlin. Guys, please make sure that you check the spelling, but Kremlin, it's quite easier because it sounds the way you write it, Kremlin. So this one is going to be much easier, but let's not take advantage that it's easier. The spelling is very much important again. The Kremlin is found in Moscow in Russia. Reason why is it an icon? It was the seat of the Russian government. It is a living museum of Russian history. What type of tourist would visit this icon? Cultural and leisure. The description: it is a fortified complex of building in Moscow. There are monumental walls, towers and cathedrals, and palaces that made up the Kremlin. Let's move to the next slide. Now we have Big Ben. Big Ben is located in London, in England. Why is it regarded as an icon? It is symbolic of London. It is the world's largest four-faced chiming clock. Do you see that this type of an icon, it's a easy to recognize, it's an easy to recognize icon, because you can recognize it from different angles, whether it comes from the front, it comes from the back, behind, it comes from left, right, but it's going to be easy for you to recognize it because it is four-faced a chiming clock, meaning it has all the clocks in four angles, right? So I want you to be able to master your icons. Please go to Google, find different types of icons, master them, whether they come from the photo that is shot from the above or from the left or behind or what. Icons like archways, sometimes it can come from the back, but if you know it in different types of photos, if you look at it from different types of photos, it's going to be very much easier to recognize. And another type of icon that can confuse you if it's not coming from this one in the video, it's Machu Picchu. Make sure that you know it from different angles. Hence, I'm saying this one, it's one of the easiest because you can be able to recognize it easily because of the clock, right? Make sure that you go to Google, guys, and then you find different types of photos of your icons that comes in different angles, né? And then now we are going to move forward. What type of tourists visit this particular icon? The leisure, the youth gap year, people who wishes to take a year gap, they can still come to this icon to do what? To explore. The description: a tower which houses the biggest clock in the world. This clock has four faces and the chimes every hour. Right? Let's move to the next slide. The Red Square. Red Square is located in Moscow, Russia. Why is it regarded as an icon? It is linked to Russian history and has a beautiful architecture. It is one of the most famous city squares. Who can visit this type of icon? Cultural and leisure. The description: it is the large open square in the center of Moscow, surrounded by significant architecture. It is known for its military parades and public events. Let's move to the next slide. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is located in London, England. Reason it is an icon: it is the official residence of the Queen of England. Types of tourists who can visit this icon: leisure, youth gap year. The description: it is built in 1703. It is the administrative headquarters of the British monarchy. Let's move to the next slide. Tower of London. Tower of London, it's located in London in England. Reason it is an icon. It houses a queen's crown jewels for hundreds of years. The type of tourists who can visit this particular icon are for leisure and youth gap year. The description: it is an ancient fortress, and one of the oldest building in London. Let's move to the next slide. Tower Bridge. The Tower Bridge, also located in London in England. Reason it is an icon: it is a symbol of London and one of its own well-known landmarks. Tourists who can visit this particular icon, leisure and gap year, and the special interest ones. The description: it is a suspension bridge. The bridge consists of two towers tied together at the upper level by two horizontal walkways. The middle of the bridge can be raised to allow the river traffic to pass through. Let's move to the next slide. We're looking at the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty, the location is New York, United States of America. Reason it is an icon: it is a symbol of freedom and democracy. The most famous statue in the USA. The type of tourist who would visit this type of icon: leisure and a gap year youth. The description: it's a famous statue which stands on a Liberty Island. The statue holds a flame torch in her right hand side, only in the right hand. Let's move to the next slide.